Hi, I'm Eleanor for Pro Hamster Care, and today I will be telling you about makeshift playpens. So not everyone really has the option of letting their hamsters free range. They might be too messy, in their room. There might be too many wires for them to chew on, or too many hiding places, like under the bed. That would be really bad. I wouldn't really want to lose one of my dwarfs under the bed and never get them back. So I don't let my dwarfs free range because of that. There's way too many places for them to hide, although I do let my Syrian free range. But with my dwarfs, obviously have to find other ways of letting them have their out of cage time. I can't really do it with balls, as most of my dwarfs are actually scared of them, and my room is on a tilt, so they just roll to one end and can't get anywhere really. So I generally make makeshift playpens for them, and sometimes Bob if my room is a bit messy. There are a few ways. Easiest is just to let them run around on your bed. Not really any setting up involved, so I'll get one of my hamsters to demonstrate this now. Probably Bob, since it looks like he is awake, so here we go. Right, so here is Bob having some out of cage time on my bed. He gets really hyper and just sort of demands that I let him out, so it's not always the best option for him, as it's a bit small for him, because he's quite hyper and he likes to dash about everywhere. And also he seems to have a habit of jumping off, so that really isn't too good, and they can obviously disappear down the side, which would be pretty bad if with a dwarf. Shh, don't flinch, it's alright. Sorry, I sneaked up on him a bit then. Sorry, Bob. I often like to hide treats all around my bed. It's quite fun really, because you can hide it underneath the folds and stuff, so I have to look for them. It's not really so good if you want to put toys around. It's okay, but you can't really put a wheel on because it's not a very solid surface. Oh look, there he is demonstrating, trying to jump off. Come on, don't do that. So it's kind of hard. You really have to keep an eye on them, as they'll just disappear. But there isn't really much you need to do setting up wise. You just plonk them on there. Oh, don't disappear down the side, Bob. No. Oh crap. Dear. Oh dear. It's because he's used to free ranging. I've been letting him doing it every day at the moment. So yeah. So that's that. I better put him back in his cage before he makes a run for it. Right, another thing you can do is make a kind of fort on the floor. I haven't done it, I'm sorry. This has been filmed rather last minute and I really did not have the time. So that's one bad point about doing that. It's really time consuming. What I usually do is I lay a blanket down on the floor, because as you can see, my rug is fluffy and it molts a lot, and when I put food down they end up usually accidentally pouching bits of the rug, or just sit and chew on the rug, and I don't really like them doing that. So I do that, then I get cushions and stuff and I make a little barrier, but they can climb up the cushions. So it's a lot harder to escape from than a normal playpen, and obviously it's a lot bigger, but they can still, and you do still have to keep an eye on them, although it's not as bad as on a bed. As I said, it does take quite a long time to set up though, so if you don't have very much time, it's not really a very good option. You can get lots of toys in there and you can just sit in there with them. It's quite fun. And what I like to do is I just put the cage right in the middle of it, so they can just go back in their own time. They don't always want to, but it's a lot nicer if they do, so that I don't feel so mean putting them back in. I sometimes coax them in with a treat. So yeah, that's DIY playpens. I'm sure there's lots of other things you can do. Some people, rather than using cushions, make a kind of fort out of cardboard boxes. Might be a bit quicker, I don't know, and a bit harder to climb up obviously, although make sure there's stuff inside, because they might chew through, which would be bad. But yeah, that's my video. Next week I think I will be talking about Chinese hamsters, so I'll be showing you Bubble and telling you about her. So yeah, stay tuned.